make sure that your body feels completely supported. And as you settle in, taking a deep breath in through the mouth, out through the mouth, and let your whole body soften and sink into the support beneath you.
Dobro jutro. Good morning. I'm in Serbia. I actually have been in Serbia for the last 2 months, since the beginning of May. I did a brief visit to Budapest, if you saw. I am Serbian, or my family and parents are Serbian. I was born and raised in Canada, but felt the longing to come back and reconnect with the homeland. So that's what this trip has been about, and it's been really fun. My parents are from Subotica, which is like basically on the border with Hungary, and I wanted to check out another city while I was here called Novi Sad, so that is where I am now. I just arrived on Tuesday evening and have been just getting my feet on the ground, working, also trying to see a new city, kind of trying to make friends. And now I feel really run down. Last night I hardly slept. I wanted to film a video about Novi Sad and take you guys around the city and show you how beautiful it is, because it's so beautiful. I love it here. But that ain't gonna happen today because I couldn't sleep. Yesterday was one of those days where I just felt anxious all day and everything was irritating me. I did like a 10-minute yoga nidra meditation when I woke up, so I feel a little bit better. But yeah, I'm thinking today is going to be a self-care day. I'm going to just honor my body and what I need and rest. That's what I'm doing today. That's what this video is going to be about. So if you're here, if you're new, welcome today with me. So I got this mug in Subotica, my parents' hometown, and it's so cute. I freaking love it. Cherries are just like a very big popular fruit here. Like everyone loves cherries. People name their kids like the Serbian word of cherry, višnja, and I think it's so cute. So anyway, that's why I decided to get this cute little mug for myself. I don't know if you just saw, but something just fell. I hate when that happens. Something randomly falls or moves after 10 minutes of being still. I've been sitting here for 7 minutes and something just fell. So weird. It makes me think of ghosts. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get. Does anyone know that scene from Princess Diaries?
This is as good as it's gonna get.
My face definitely has been freaking out a lot. I'm taking that as another sign that I should have a nice chill rest day. I'm heading to a coffee shop, which, if you've watched any of my other videos, is something I do almost every day. As someone who travels alone, I find like I need that third place, you know, like somewhere outside of my Airbnb or where I'm staying to find like a sense of comfort and community. I brought my journal, I brought a book, I brought my Serbian homework that I need to work on because I have a lesson tomorrow. That's kind of my plan for right now. What kind are they? I just left the coffee shop that I was at, Block 32, I believe it's called, and it was so nice. I just like sat at the bar, the counter. I was able to chat with the barista and the owner of the place. The owner actually brought in some pastries that we all shared. Yeah, and like laughing and getting to know each other. It was like my 4th time there, so they like know me by my name now and my order, which is just so fun. And yeah, it makes me feel like I have friends here, you know? I like introduced myself to a couple other people who came into the coffee shop. I feel like I got really lucky, to be honest, because this coffee shop has such like a strong community. And everyone is so nice. Yeah, I feel like they're welcoming me into their little community, and I'm really grateful for that. I think getting wholesome interactions and feeling like a part of a community is definitely a part of self-care. It's actually so nice to talk to people and like get your mind off yourself for a while and just like get to know others. So anyway, that was that, and now I'm heading to a grocery store. That's next on the agenda. This is my lunch, 3 eggs. Usually I have this for breakfast. Well, breakfast, breakfast, whatever. I have been having breakfast around noon to 1. Why? Well, I know there are some people on the internet that will say, like, it's so important to have breakfast first thing in the morning for hormones or whatever. I have tried eating breakfast first thing in the morning, and I've tried eating breakfast at noon, like midday, and I prefer having it midday because if I have breakfast first thing in the morning, I'm eating all day. Like, I'm snacking, I'm hungry, I'm thinking of food all of the time. And as someone with pretty intense gut problems, it's just really not good for me. Like, my digestive problems have really eased up since I started doing this more intermittent fasting, like, feeding schedule. And to me it makes sense because I learned about something called the mobility complex or something like that. For the time that you're fasting, your body sends like these impulses through your digestive system to like move things along, and the longer you're fasting, the more times you're allowing this like complex or mechanism to work and just help things digest and move through, which is something that I really need help with. I think it's just like an interesting thing to mention because there will be people online telling you to intermittent fast. There will be people online telling you to eat first thing in the morning before coffee. There will be people telling you to like fast for 7 days. There will be people to tell you never to fast. Okay, the last two were like really extreme examples, but that's shit you see online these days. I just think it's so important to listen to your own body and figure out what works for you. Like, just because this works for me doesn't mean you need to start doing it. Decide for yourself, basically, what you want to do. This is what I've decided for me. Eggs. The rest of my day was pretty uneventful because I was tired. I ended up just going for a walk in the park and laying down on my blanket for a few hours. I brought my book and I read. I also just like to look around and enjoy the scenery and the vibes. I always find that being in nature helps to restore me in some sense, even if I'm just laying there. I have felt a lot of tiredness in the last year of my life, probably for several different reasons. I happen to be going through a lot of emotional things in my life right now. I'm trying to find my place and my purpose, processing old traumas. I'm moving around a lot. I just have a lot going on. And I've found that trying to understand why I'm feeling tired isn't really helpful. What's helpful for me is to just surrender to the feeling and allow my body to do what it needs to do when I'm resting. I like to trust that my body is intelligent and it knows how to heal itself. And if I'm feeling tired, I know it's for an important reason and my body needs rest. So I really try to honor that. Fighting against the feeling only makes things worse for me. I tend to spiral and fall down into a dark place, and it takes me much longer to get out of that place versus when I just surrender to the feeling of being tired. Usually it just passes within a day or two. That's kind of my philosophy on being tired. Just surrender to the feeling. Know your body is doing important work while you're resting. And there's so many reasons why you could be tired. So many. I ended up staying at the park for so long I didn't have time to cook dinner, so I just got some Serbian food. I got cevapi and this shopska salata, which I don't know why they make it like this. It looks really weird, but I promise you it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty basic. It's just tomatoes, cucumber, and shredded feta cheese. And the cevapi are these like little sausages that are so good. I also did a bit of Serbian studying for my lesson, which ended up being really hard. That was the rest of my day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate you being here. This is nothing very interesting, but I've just been enjoying sharing little bits and pieces of my life on YouTube, so thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.